Whoa, I didn't know that we could do that. I didn't know that we could change, essentially, sorry. I didn't know that we could change essentially the camera rotation when we're going live. But anyways, this video is going to be about essentially, well, the title's called Quantum Leaps, and really what this whole movement, forward movement, that's going to be about for the next few moments, whether it's days or weeks or whatnot, is all going to be about pushing out more content so that we can become more and more cohesive, so we can understand each other more on a harmonic, vibrational, intellectual, emotional level per se. And I'm really going to give you guys a look of what really has been going on within my being, while also doing my best to educate and inform everyone on what my message is and what my insights are, right? Because the whole theme for this whole exploration is just going to be empowerment, enlightenment, and evolution. Just doing everything that we can to grow, to be the best people that we can be, to better ourselves in each and every moment, and to learn and receive and to grow. End goal, very, very ambitious things. So if you want to stick around, go for it. If not, that's cool too, but you'll synchronistically connect to whatever you need to connect to. So I'm gonna do my best to, because I'm gonna be really rapid firing these videos off, because I've been really learning a lot at a very, very accelerated rate within these past, what, 15 or so days? Okay, last month or so. And been coming to some cutting edge insights, wrapping this whole quote unquote puzzle of physical reality together, wrapping the puzzle of the mechanics of reality together, wrapping in the grounding of terrestrial silence and science with extraterrestrial science and silence as well, knowledge in a cohesive, harmonious way. So essentially bridging these worlds together. And the reason why I call this Quantum Leaps is because it's really, we're all always making quantum leaps in every single moment. We just don't realize it. Here's the thing, because what science, at least our terrestrial scientific medium's understanding, as in within this collective bubble, if you're watching this video right now, within our collective consciousness, our cutting-edge quantum physicists have already began to discover what this whole movement is all about, with what I'm speaking of and what all of the best thought leaders around the world are speaking of, which is essentially unity, in essence. However, it's more per se, so when I'm talking about quantum shifts and quantum leaps, it's because we are all existing within this quantum field that's unified, right? And within this quantum field, quantum physicists have understood that there's nothing separate from me and you, or me and this chair, or that book, or that plushie, or this laptop, or this, or doesn't really matter where you are, what you're doing, what you're looking at, what you're experiencing. You are technically one in of the same with that substance. Now, how can that make sense? Now, there's a few things that I can dish out for you so you can really have some good information to chew on. So there's this thing called superposition, right? So superposition within this quantum realm, within our quantum understanding of this quantum realm of physical reality per se, the material realm, is that everything is a wavelength of infinite potential. We call that superposition, or we can call that the cloud, if you will, per se. Everything's a wavelength. The moment, and within that wavelength, we have infinite potential. So like, let's say when you're observing an experiment, let's keep it really simple, so people have like a sturdy basis to understand off of. Just keep like ones and zeros, right? So let's say right here, right now, if we're sitting down in a chair, or let's say there's two chairs to sit down in, you have option A or option B. The quantum realm of infinite possibilities, that superposition, that wavelength, says that before you observe anything, you have the infinite potential to be in seat A, seat B, and both simultaneously, all three. So A and not B, B and not A and B simultaneously, and not A and not B at the same time, right? All of the infinite potentials are already there, in which from that non-observing state, you can calculate probabilities. But that's not really where we're going with this. It's more so per se to really show that the moment that our consciousness observes what's happening within our reality, our observation itself alters the experience, alters the experiment. So this is what baffles scientists at our time, because we just don't really realize like what's going on. It's been confusing for quite some years, and it's just so symbolic and so like representative within our collective consciousness as well, because there's experiments where some scientists will swear to this truth, where they'll have like institutions and all of this information, good information that's backed up and reinforcing this solid foundation of belief, asserting that this is the truth. And then you have another institution that's doing the exact same thing, all right? And then you have another institution saying both of these institutions are absolutely wrong, this one's right. And then all of these institutions are suing each other about who's right and who's wrong. And ultimately, what's the truth? The truth is that all those truths are true, because it goes back to the whole fundamental understanding that our observation is what actually manifests the reality before us, right? Because anything within this quantum field, anything within this physical reality, anything within reality itself, let's just keep it terrestrial right now, anything within physical reality itself is just quantized, per se, materialized, right, by our observation. So whatever we observe the most becomes materialized, if that makes sense. And now a lot of this stuff we're not really conscious of, right? We don't really think about consciously observing this wall or this chair or any of this stuff. You don't really think about, okay, I'm gonna think about this, that. It's already automatically done. This is the key, that we're already like very, very, very powerful beings, that are consciousness per se. And we speak of consciousness because it's so much more than, I'm going to keep it terrestrial right now, but we'll just refer to consciousness. And when I say consciousness, I mean our collective resonance. So it's like our mind, our brain, our heart, our soul, our body, everything that cohesively makes us up. Non-physical, physical, biological, everything. Consciousness, right? That's going to be our main two term. So yeah, so play with that idea, realize that everything is just a projection of your consciousness, right? And this is what yogis, mystics, Eastern philosophers, Buddhists, cutting edge thought leaders, even like Jesus Christ or Yeshua, if you will, or Christ consciousness, I like to more so refer to the energetic resonance rather than who he was, because then people get tripped up on all of the humanistic, limited based perceptions of who he is. Not saying that all are like that, I'm saying that we have the potential to fall into that realm. However, if we more so allow ourselves to enter that energetic realm and read that resonance and enter the state of everything that it is essentially vibration, energy, physics, yeah, everything's just energy physics, really, quantized light, energy. So let's just keep it simple, talk about energy per se. Tesla, Einstein talk about this. You know, I'm just giving you guys more foundational information so you guys can build more so your beliefs about what this is all about, because this is coming from the greatest thought leaders. So if you think you're smarter than Einstein, Tesla, and all of the other greatest thought leaders of our times, then I mean, more power to you. However, I encourage you to open your mind, open your being, open your soul to at least opening up to the reality that you might not know it all. And this has been the key for me personally, it has been letting go of my arrogance of believing that I know what is real and what is not, which is great for its own experience itself per se. However, if you are truly seeking to evolve to the most empowered, enlightened, or evolved being that you possibly can, whichever avenue you per se you want to take, or educated, the best way to do it is really to open yourself up as an empty vessel and realize that we don't know anything, and then allow universal knowledge to pour into us, because there are those that have come before us that have really walked the paths, and this whole channel has been about encouraging us to really expand our consciousness, expand our learning, receive more, become more wise, and live from those greater states of being, essentially embodying and being the best state of being the best being that we can possibly be, choosing an empowered path and awakening to our truth, awakening to the truth that we are the source of our creation, we are the creators of our reality. That's a little bit of a jump. However, let's bring it really back, because I really want to keep this video ordained to what this is all about, and I'm going to get better at, as I start dishing these out, to be more on topic with this topic specifically itself. I have a lot that I want to talk about. However, I think it's best for me to dish out. So this is just really gonna be the intro, but it's gonna be dishing out information ordained to that specific topic. Maybe I'll keep it like really short, 3-minute videos or something like that, so someone can get it on the go, synchronistically receive it, and then just go with the flow, receive all the information that they need, and then be on their merrily way. For those of us that want a more cohesive academic, institutionalized version of what this is all about, I'm gonna do my best to upload these videos, write it down, organize it on the fly, upload, organize it on the fly, upload, organize it on the fly, and then beautify it maybe later, but at least get the logistics of it down. I mean, no, I'll beautify it as we go. So I'll get like just cover art. Oh, I just realized that I didn't cite where this music source is coming from. So all of this music, I've created a playlist. I've only heard like 2 of these songs in this playlist, but I just synchronistically allowed the flow to guide me to everything that I'm listening to. So again, this is the intro, so this is practice. This song is by Simone Moore. It's called Perfect Saxophone, created by the channel Vlog No Copyright Music. It's an amazing source because, again, this whole movement is all about freedom, right? Essentially creating and expanding freedom. So collaborating with other individuals within our quantum net that are dishing out free, high-quality content, Vlog No Copyright Music, and no copyright sounds as well. Amazing sources. Go check them out. Their channels will be in the link in the description below. I'll put all the information in a very easy way for you to understand, and do my best to remind myself that I need to essentially tune to this information, allow you guys to hear this, and give credit where credit is due, so I can be more easily on the fly. If you guys want to check out my playlist, check my channel out, click on my playlist. The playlist is called Free Spaceship, F-R-E-E Spaceship. Yeah, I don't remember what song went before. I hope that's okay. Hopefully, if anyone really wants to help me out, look through the playlist, and obviously we're gonna be, because I'm pretty much gonna be doing this all day. So as we dish it out, we'll probably remember what songs are going and we'll give them credit. Just know that none of this, what I really want to say is none of this music, this audio, besides my voice that's coming out of my channel, without my biological being, is mine. This is theirs, so I want to give credit where credit is due. So right now what's playing is DJ Quad's Fun Time by Vlog No Copyright Music, and this is just so synchronistic because this is what life is all about. This is what I've really learned as I've really evolved and expanded my being, is that it's really all about fun. It's really all about enjoyment. It's really all about essentially raising your vibration. And I know that can be hard. Okay, I'm getting really off track. So let's keep it back. Quantum leaps. Essentially, the gauge of this channel is essentially to take a quantum leap to whatever it is that we desire. So it's like, wherever you are where you are. That's great. The key is to acknowledge it and to absolutely neutralize your definitions of where you are at. This is key, because if you don't neutralize where you are at, then you don't allow yourself to make those alchemical shifts to those new quantum realms, per se. And like, yeah, you can have the whole biological Tony Robbins approach to it, which is essentially he guides millions of people to create these neuroassociations within their body to essentially create rapid, instantaneous manifestation, transformation. Right now, he takes people that are struggling with like PTSD or like insane disorders, per se, that from the collective community, from our collective consciousness, we perceive it from our professional venue or medium, per se. Like the doctors, the cutting edge doctors of the time, they'll say, maybe not cutting edge, but like the main doctors of the time will say that, yo, you can't cure these people, it'll take 7 years, blah, 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 blah. He says, okay, give me your worst patient, I will fix them in 30 minutes. Does it every single time, effortlessly, and generally it'll be around the whole thing of, the whole realm of getting them to neurologically associate within their being, so creating a neuroassociation, a physical manifestation that they create with their conscious intent to say that this is where I am, this is not what I want. So they generate a lot of negativity within their being, they create a lot of pain. And it's like, he's so professional at this, and bless his soul that he's been doing this for 30+ years and has really mastered this art and has been able to transform the wildest information, wildest scenarios of like girls that have been, now this, if you want to check him out, check out, if you have Netflix, I'm Not Your Guru, Tony Robbins on Netflix, check it out. But for those of us that don't have the luxury of Netflix, let me just share with you a little piece of information. He was able to take a girl that was essentially raised in a household called Children of God. And in this household, it was a horrific, absolutely horrific household that I don't believe anyone should ever have to go through. It's an experience where everyone within this childhood or within this realm of House of God, I don't even want to talk about it, but it's just, I just want to pay my respects to all of those involved and to essentially expand awareness to what's happening right here and right now to essentially move us in the direction of harmonious change so we can collectively work together to really change this planet for the better, to change this collective consciousness for the better, not by going out and forcefully imposing our will on everything outside of us, but per se making those changes within ourselves and then allowing the consciousness to change around us, because that's the true wisdom behind it. Because again, nothing is happening outside of our consciousness. Everything is inside. That's my cue to really not talk about this. So if you really want to check it out, I'm not going to do it justice by speaking of it. However, again, check out Tony Robbins' I'm Not Your Guru. Let's bring him back. Quantum leaps. You see, I bounce around a lot, so this is why it's really key for me within these next phases to make videos that are ordained to the specific topic itself, so I can build momentum, so I can keep everyone's time luxurized, per se, if that's even a word, but essentially value your time to the point of luxury, because time is the greatest luxury. Our energy is the greatest luxury, and I just want to be efficient and respectful to everyone that is watching to essentially make this proficient and efficient for everyone. Okay, quantum leaps, again, I'll just say this is the intro video. Maybe I'll make another video of essentially perfecting the quantum leaps. Oh, by the way, this song is Dizaro, D-I-Z-A-R-O, Rain Dance. I don't know if, I think Dizaro is the artist, Rain Dance is the name of the song, but this is by Vlog, no copyright music, so check them out. Their link will be in the description below. Maybe I should, we'll take care of it, so. Alright, the playlist is in the description. Yeah, namaste, and I'll see you on the next video if you are seeking to watch or you're synchronistically watching or whatnot, but let's get cohesive.